We've got things going into orifices that don't belong there.
Stay tuned. We'll talk about that on the show.
Good morning, Scallywags. We're back.
Hey, whoa. I'm back.
At Chocolate Milk Studios.
Here. I'm back. And we're at Chocolate Milk Studios, and my 12-hour days are almost done.
Hey!
Well, actually, when you see this, they will be done.
Good. Thank God.
People,
I can say that doing the show alone is very weird and not enjoyable at all.
Yeah.
And
how was going back to GTO and Mustang Studios?
Well, I found that I loved Mustang Studio and not so crazy about GTO Studios.
Did you guys have that weird sensation with people watching you again?
Well, I think that's what I liked about Mustang Studio, because it was one, it was a much bigger room. There was the only window was actually on the door, and we were off to the side, so like nobody really watching us. Plus,
nobody watched them talk to themselves.
Plus, something about the solid white background, I liked it.
You liked it?
And then going back into GTO Studios, it's a tiny
yeah, that room is tiny there,
and the whole thing is windows across the front. And so, like, watching back Thursday and Friday's episode in GTO, I noticed you were talking very quietly and very monotone, and just there wasn't a lot of fun happening, and it was boring. It was boring. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Mustang, I think we had way more fun doing it, for one. Like, and you could tell by watching the episodes, and they're all like an hour long or whatever.
I know, I've been watching them, they're like 50 minutes long.
The 50-minute episode of W3, so. But yeah, we're back in Chocolate Milk Studios, back where we belong.
Yep, and we got the news that you might have missed.
Yeah, we do.
So, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. Why not? And I say it right up front that all three of my stories today have to do with women and being naked, and
don't take that the wrong way, though.
Yeah, they're all, they all end up funny, so or weird at least. So, kicking things right off, women are getting their boobs turned into flower pots.
What?
And there's a very special reason why.
I hope so.
Yeah. Of course. And because I mean, why wouldn't you want to do that? Home decor trends come and go, from pineapple shaped candles to flamingo print everything. We thought we'd seen it all. That is, until we discovered Titpots. And I just want to say hashtag Titpots right off the bat.
Boom, right there.
Titpots, pots shaped like boobs. The quirky accessory for use in the home or garden is the creation of Leeds-based potter Emma Lowe.
And God bless you, Emma Lowe.
Indeed. Originally from Edinburgh, Emma quit her job to pursue her love of pottery after creating a tit pot as a Christmas gift for her boyfriend. The gift was such a hit with friends and family, she decided to make more to sell, and Pot Your Tits Away, Love was born.
Wow, that's
a company name if I ever heard one.
Yeah, there you go.
Emma launched the business in February 2017 and has quickly amassed a cult following with women.
I can't see why.
I know, right? With women keen to get their hands on one of her unique pots. As well as being able to order a pre-made pot, customers can also get a custom order of pots made to look like their own boobs by submitting a photo, as long as they are over the age of consent. But it's not all about sexuality. According to her website, Emma is on a mission to create personalized pots that feel inclusive for everyone, regardless of their shape, size, gender, or skin tone.
Do we have a picture?
Yes, please.
Yeah. There you go. There's
Okay. Not quite what I was imagining, but it'll work.
It'll work. I was expecting maybe like a mold of the boob.
That's what I thought originally too. But no, it's artistic license there.
Yeah.
The pots are intended to be a celebration of women's bodies, created by a woman for women. Yeah.
It's not unreasonable. I mean, they're just appendages on our body. What does it matter?
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about boobs?
Yes,
They're
we are.
Just fat pockets.
That's exactly all they are.
They have literally no other purpose other than to feed
From freckled boob pots to saggy ones and those with large nipples, all the pots resemble real women. The pots are made from air drying clay, painted with acrylic paint, and finished with water-based varnish. Although custom orders are available, MS has currently had to suspend that option due to being inundated with requests.
Again, I can't see why she would be inundated with a request for boobs. Yeah. Well, from boobs, we're going to go to boobies. Boobies as in burglars doing stupid things. A couple weeks ago, authorities in Oregon said a burglar called 911 when he found himself in an ironic situation. He was trapped inside one of those escape room businesses. That's right, the Clark County Sheriff Officer said deputies responded to a 911 call about 4 in the morning from a man who broke into Northwest Escape Experiences in Vancouver and discovered he was unable to get back out. Investigators said the man took a phone, a TV remote, and beer from the fridge before he discovered he had damaged the back door while breaking in and was unable to leave. The sheriff said he had a burrito and was settling in to have breakfast and a beer, I guess, and then got scared because he couldn't get out of business. The owner, Robert...
What was in that burrito?
I don't know. Robert Bertrand told King TV, we're here for you. The suspect gave dispatchers a false story about breaking into the business to call for help, that he had been homeless and he'd broken into, investigators said. He gave dispatchers a fake address. We started thinking about it, and yeah, it's really funny, Bertrand said. I'm proud to say I'm the only escape room in the Northwest that has a 100% capture rate.
Couldn't he have just said that he was a customer and he got
locked
couldn't
in,
get
couldn't
out?
get out. Not that he was
I've been here all night, man. Didn't no one ever let me out of here.
You know, they have time limits on those things, and they're supposed to let you out.
Yeah. Apparently,
maybe we need to do that.
Maybe that one runs.
We
need
show
to
goes
we
to
need
an
to do
escape
that.
room.
I mean, you've got the Riddler here, so I mean,
the show goes to an escape.
I like to think that I would do really well in one of those things. So
and then watch us fail miserably.
that is something that's something I've wanted to do with the show for quite some time now. And
Bella's barking in the background.
Bella wants to play.
Yeah.
So I'm from boobs to boobies back to boobs again. Topless woman hijacks a bulldozer before driving into apartment block to climb to her window to get clothing.
That's a mouthful.
It's a very long headline.
So can we hashtag naked bulldozer?
Sure, yeah.
Hashtag naked bulldozer.
It's Topless Monday on the show. A topless woman hijacked the bulldozer and drove it over 5 miles before crashing into an apartment block, U.S. police say. Heather Houston, 34, is accused of stealing the front-end loader from a nearby construction site in Great Falls, Montana at 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Her joyride came to an abrupt end when she plowed through a fence and into a nearby building. Witnesses say that Houston, who appeared to be topless, then climbed the digger's hydraulic arm and attempted to break into a flat on the second floor. Local resident Molly Broxholm was woken up by the commotion and took photos of the dramatic scene outside of her window.
I have a question. Why were the keys left in the bulldozer?
That's your question.
That's the first
of all
question.
The things, that's the question.
Well, the second question is how much meth had she done?
Let's see if we find out.
Drunk.
My question is, why was she topless?
Because she didn't have her clothes.
All these questions and more. Hey?
I mean, I don't care, but like...
She told KRTV she woke up to the sound of crunching, thinking someone was doing yard work until we hear people yelling, looked out the window and saw this on and smashing its way in. She then proceeded to climb into her window above us and get clothes. Another witness, Andy Ashcroft, said she actually ran into the side of my window. It shook the whole house. That's when we went running outside thinking we better get out of here in case the building comes down. No injuries were reported, and police have now charged Houston with felony criminal mischief and felony criminal damages. Let's see. Houston had numerous run-ins with the law enforcement in the past, including arrest for possession of drugs and drug paraphernalia.
There's your answer.
Back in November, Houston kicked and bit police officers when they attempted to arrest her on outstanding narcotic offenses.
More answers.
Police found methamphetamine and a pipe in her purse.
Ding, 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 ding. We've got a winner.
Charged her with counts of criminal possession of dangerous drugs, 2 counts of assault on a peace officer or judicial officer, and 1 count of criminal possession of drug paraphernalia.
And now you know the backstory. Yes.
My hand's doing way better, by the way. I don't know if you can see all the cuts and stuff there, but yeah, it's healing quite nicely. Yeah.
He's actually playing the part of RoboCop this week.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So, from a naked, topless, I have no idea where to segue to. How about this? Florida man, no arms, stabs a... I don't even know. Wow. A Florida man with no arms is charged with a stabbing. That's right. A 46-year-old homeless man with no arms was arrested in Miami Beach, Florida for stabbing another man with a pair of scissors using his
If these were, oh, I was thinking if these were scissors, it would look like... Which is way more entertaining to think about.
Florida native Jonathan Crenshaw stabbed a 22-year-old Chicago man twice with the scissors before running away, according to the Miami Beach Police Department, on Crenshaw's early arrest on Tuesday. A couple Tuesdays ago, it looks like. Yep. Crenshaw, a local fixture known for painting colorful works of art with his feet, according to local media, was subsequently detained near the attack in a shopping and tourist area of South Beach and charged with 1 count of aggravated battery, a second-degree felony. The victim, Cesaro Conrad, was admitted to a local hospital bleeding from his left arm. He and a female friend who was present said Coronado asked Crenshaw for directions and was attacked, police said. Crenshaw says he was lying down when Coronado approached and punched him. Police said there were no other incidents that Crenshaw was under the influence of... There was no indication that Crenshaw was under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and that Crenshaw has an extensive criminal past, including battery of law enforcement. This is all according to Miami-Dade Beach Police.
From a guy with no hands.
How do you beat somebody with no arms? Just stump them to death?
You ever seen that movie Kickboxer?
There you go. Yeah, I've seen that one. Wow.
Totally tasteless. And
Can you
proud of myself
you
for it.
segue? I don't know if you can segue from that into your next.
These last two stories go hand in hand, and yeah, there's no segue. Just but there is penetration.
Oh wow!
It's true. It's totally true. Woman gets Kinder Egg stuck in her vagina after romantic proposal goes horribly wrong. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, and it gets worse. It gets worse. Let's see here. Proposals are kind of a big deal. There's a ring to be bought, lots of planning involved, and, of course, the pre-proposal jitters. Will they say yes? Will they think you've done a good job? There's also a lot that can go wrong. And we're not just talking about rejection. Timing can be messed up, people can interrupt, and as one woman discovered, the ring can get stuck inside you. Oh, yeah. Story of a woman who wanted to give her boyfriend a Kinder surprise has been shared in a new book by former junior doctor Adam Kay. Called This Is Going to Hurt, Confessions of a Junior Doctor. The book provides a novelization of Adam's time on the front line for the NHS. Nestled among the pages is the bizarre story of a proposal gone horribly wrong. The woman, who for obvious reasons remains anonymous,
gee, I wonder,
can't imagine, is said to have decided to take advantage of the leap year tradition that sees women propose to their partners on February 29th. For her romantic proposal, she chose to buy an engagement ring, put it inside a Kinder Egg, and then insert it into her holiest of holies. The plan was simple. She would suggest some finger work to her partner. He would discover it, retrieve it, and then she would drop down on one knee. Equal parts unexpected, disgusting, and I suppose romantic, writes Adam. However, what the lady hadn't anticipated was the Kinder Egg would get stuck. The egg had been inserted vertically, but later turned horizontal inside her vagina.
That's why you don't stick stuff that's not supposed to.
Wouldn't it melt? Wouldn't it melt?
Let's not even go there. No amount of shugling. Hashtag shugling. Okay. From either of them would get this particular goose to lay her golden egg, explained Adam.
Wow. What a bumpkin.
He added, remarkably, she was so keen to maintain the surprise she wouldn't tell him what she'd done or why.
Oh my lord.
Now, this story does have a happy ending. She popped the question anyway, and her boyfriend said yes. Aww. Then they sped off to the hospital where they were attended by Adam. He successfully removed the egg with the help of forceps and presented the fiancée with it, along with a pair of latex gloves. Thankfully, he took the ring. One can only imagine how awkward it must have been whenever someone asked him to tell their proposal story.
Imagine telling that story to your kids. Mommy, how did you and Daddy get married?
Well,
wow.
That tells me right there it wasn't an American kinder.
No, no. My question is most chocolate melts at body temperature? This should have melted.
Think about the M&M slogan for a minute. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Adds an interesting twist to that song, Chocolate Rain.
Oh, God.
Stop!
Chocolate ring.
Anyway, well, if you thought that was bad...
Oh, it gets worse.
I've got one to top it, Spoo.
Oh, God.
A curious boy gets his USB cable stuck in his penis.
Oh, God.
Ow! Yeah?
What is wrong with us? I don't mean us. I mean us as a whole.
A curious 13-year-old boy in China had to have a USB cable removed from his penis by doctors after he inserted it up the urethra and it knotted in his bladder. The teenager, whose name was not revealed, gee, I wonder why, inserted the cable about 20 centimeters.
Oh.
That's almost 10 inches. Up his penis before realizing he couldn't pull it back out.
Oh my god, that's the size of Yuki's hands.
His parents took him to a local hospital in one of Chinese province where medics applied lubrication in a bid to pull out the cable. Proving unsuccessful, they left the boy in intense pain, so he was transferred to a children's hospital the next day. There, Dr. Zhu Lian, the facility's resident urologist, said he had cut off one end of the cable and inserted it up his urethra. That just sounds like something a drunk child teenager would do way down in the sticks.
I guess so.
Yeah.
She added the cable reached his bladder where it tangled and ended up in a knot, so when he tried to pull it back out, it became stuck. There's a X-ray of this,
Oh, we're showing it.
which you just saw.
There it is.
Dr. Zhu said she had no choice but to operate on the boy. They cut into his bladder to find the knotted cable, snipped the tangled section away, and removed the cord through his urethra the same way it came in. The boy claimed he was curious about his genitalia and was discharged from the hospital.
Don't say discharge.
2 weeks after the surgery.
You know, there are people that get off to that.
Oh, I know. There's a whole kink about that kind of weird things, but we're not getting into that today.
And then, of course,
whenever it comes up on your Safe for Work
What's-
blog on Tumblr, and you're like, I didn't want to see this, I'm a minor.
What's bad is all I can think about is what was he trying to download?
Oh!
all I can think about is that Nicolas Cage meme from Vampire Diaries where it's like, right in the eye!
Oh, God.
Right in the urethra!
Oh.
And on that note, we're going to end it for another one day.
You got something inserted somewhere that we might have missed? Drop it in the comments below.
And
no, please don't.
No, yeah, we want to see it.
Oh, God.
Continue to follow us across all of our social medias, the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Twitter.
Make sure you guys continue to comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe.
Click that bell notification so you know when we upload.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm saving my articles
No,
here while
he's
we're
actually
that.
doing more research on that boy. Don't let him fool you.
Well, I gotta get pictures somehow. But as long as you're checking out the social media, pop over to Facebook. Right there. And you can get yourself a The Show t-shirt, and they are $20 for the short sleeve, $22 for the long. You can go ahead and pick up one of our hoodies for $25. Just send us a private message letting us know what colors you would like. That's the color of the shirt and color of the text. You can get pretty much whatever you like there. And what size.
Yep.
We'll get that process started for you.
So, tomorrow,
We have
a
what they used to call on TV a very special episode of the show. So join us for that, won't you?
This is Moose from Springfield, and this is your Russian clip of the day.
Блядь, вишенка, стоишь, реально дерево упадет, ёпта. О! Я ж говорил, ёпта! Я же говорю, он сломается, долбоёбы, блядь. Нихуя вы дебилы.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you liked what you see, go ahead and click on our faces to go ahead and subscribe to get all of our Monday through Friday stuff.
Indeed, and here's a couple of links down below that you can follow to watch more shows like it. Tons of great content right here at Scallywag Productions. We'll see you tomorrow.